Hello and welcome to the M-Star training session for defining marks to grade conversion rule. So by defining these rules, the marks, if entered against various subjects in the examination result entry, gets auto-converted into grades in various reports. So let us see the steps to create the marks to grade key. So click on the button M-Star and select Module Examination. The name of the module appears on the main screen, which means that you're now working in the examination module. Click on the button Business Rules and select the screen Grade Rules. After the screen opens, select the class for which you want to create or define the marks to grade conversion keys. Select the activity type, that is academic or non-academic. By selecting activity type as academic, it will mean that for academic subjects, any marks entered will get converted into grades. And after selecting the activity type, select the grade name. So, a list of predefined grade names are available in the grade field. Select the required grade. Now, this is a mandatory field for saving the details. In the next field, scale type, select the scale of conversion. 1 to 10, 1 to 100 or 1 to 5 are three values which are already available for selection. So, we are selecting the scale 1 to 100, that is the percentage grade. After this, in the next field marks from, enter the lower value of the grade range. For example, if our grade slab is 91 to 100, then we will define it as 90.5. In this field, you can enter maximum 5 characters and decimals up to 2 decimal places are allowed. You can enter even the text in this field. The data in this field is not mandatory for saving the details in the screen. In the next field, marks to, enter the higher value of the grade range. So, if 91 to 100 is our slab, then marks 2 will have 100 as the value. Again, you can enter maximum 5 characters in this field and both text and numbers are allowed, and the numbers can be entered up to 2 decimal places. This is also an optional field for saving the details in the screen. In the next field, remarks, enter the remarks for a slab that we have just entered. For example, excellent, average, good, etc. as per the grade key applicable. You can enter maximum 200 characters in this field and both text and numbers can be entered. This is also an optional field for saving the details in the screen. After you have entered all the respective details in various fields, click on the button Add, and the details as we just entered in various fields appear in the grid. The grid is now showing us the scale type, grade name, marks from and marks to range, and the remarks. Now click on the button Save and the data saving confirmation message is received. Click OK on the confirmation message. Now repeat the steps to enter the other slabs of the grade range. So after A1, let us enter the next grade as A2. Scale type selected as 1 to 100 and marks range for this we can enter as 80.5. Marks to range would be 90.49. It is recommended that the grade range is entered for up to 2 decimal places so that in case of result entry for up to 2 decimal places, the grades can be calculated without any errors. So entering the remarks also. After this, click on the Add button and click on Save button. Data saving confirmation message is received. Click OK on the same and repeat the steps to enter the grade rule for the class. You can now select B1 as the next grade and continue to create various slabs. So click on the clear button to refresh the screen. In order to see whether the grade rule has been saved, click on the class, select the activity type for which we had created the grade rule, and as soon as you select the activity type, the grade rule for the class appears in the grid. Now the grade rule, once it is defined for a class, becomes applicable for all the class sections of the class. That is, if we have defined it for 6th, then the same grade rule will appear for 6A, B, C and any other class sections under 6th. Now we can also create the same grade rules for non-academic activity types also. For this, in the activity type, select the option non-academic, select the grade name, select the scale type. Taking an example for a CCE grade rule for non-academic subjects, so we are selecting the grade type of 1 to 5. In the next field marks from, enter the lower value of the grade range. For the CCE non-academic or co-scholastic grade key, it is 4.1. Then in the marks to field, enter 5. Again, this is as per the CCE co-scholastic grade key. And in the remarks field, enter the grade point, or any remarks can also be entered. This is only an example taken for CCE co-scholastic, whereas the grade key can be defined as per applicable rules of the school. So after entering these details, click on the button Add, and the details as entered against various fields appear in the main grid. Click on the button Save to save the details, and the data saving confirmation message is received. Click OK on the confirmation message. Repeat these steps to define the other slabs of the co-scholastic or non-academic grade key. There is another field in this screen which is number of descriptive indicators to be selected. As we know that as per the CCE or continuous comprehensive evaluation, the descriptive indicators are also selected against the various non-academic or the co-scholastic activities. Therefore, we can limit the number of descriptive indicators for a specific grade by entering a value here. Let's say for a particular grade, for the scale, we have entered 3 as a value in the number of descriptive indicators to be selected. It would mean that any student who has secured a grade B in his co-scholastic result, the teacher will be able to select 3 maximum number of descriptive indicators for the student. They cannot select less or more than 3 numbers. This is an optional field for saving the details in the screen, and maximum 2 characters and only numbers can be entered. Now click on the clear button to clear the screen and recheck the non-academic grade that we had just created. Repeat these steps to create the grade key of other classes for both academic or non-academic activities. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Now once we have created a grade rule for a particular class, there is a provision to copy or replicate the grade rule from one class to another class instead of defining it separately for each class. For that, select the class for which the grade rule has been defined, select the activity type, academic or non-academic, for which you want to copy the grade rule to other classes, and click on the button Replicate grade rule to other classes, which is available at the bottom of the screen. As you click on this button, it will list down all the classes that are applicable in the school. In case you want to select multiple classes, click on the square button against each class and click on the replicate button. You can select multiple classes or only single class can be selected as per the requirement. After you have selected the class, a small tick appears against the class name. Click on the button Replicate. It gives the message that the grade rules for the selected classes will get overwritten, that is, any existing grade rule of those classes will be removed and will be copied over from this class that we have selected for replication. Click yes on the confirmation message and the message appears that the grade rule has been replicated successfully. Click OK on the confirmation message. After this, let us check the other class to which we have just replicated the grade rule. So I'm selecting another class, select the activity type, and you would see the grade rule has been replicated. You can repeat the steps for activity type of non-academic. Replication happens separately for academic and non-academic grade rules. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Now let us see how to update or modify an existing grade rule that has been defined. Click on the class and select a class. Click on the activity type and select the academic activity type. As you select the activity type, the existing grade rule as already defined for the class will appear in the grid below. To modify or update the existing grade rule, double click on the row of the grade rule and the details of the grade rule appears in the respective fields. Now update the fields as required. So for CCE, if we are defining this grade scale for academic subjects, that is scholastic subjects, then let us enter remarks as the grade point. After you have entered the remarks or updated any other field, click on the button add and the changes as done appears in the grid again. Click on the save button to save the updations and click OK on the confirmation message. Repeat these steps for other rows as well. That is, double click on the row and again modify as required. Click on the add button and the details gets updated in the grid, which means that the grade rule has been updated. After this, remember to click on the button save and the data saving confirmation message is received. Click OK on the confirmation message. Repeat the steps for any other class or separately for the grade rule of the non-academic activity type also. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Now let us also see how to delete the grade rule once defined for a class if required. For this, again select the class, select the activity type for which the grade rule needs to be removed. The existing grade rule appears in the main screen, and to delete any row of the grade rule, double click on the row which needs to be deleted and click on the delete button adjacent to the grid. As you click on the delete button, the deletion confirmation message is received. Click on the yes button. The selected row gets highlighted in a different color. After this, click on button save and the data saving confirmation message is received. In the background, you can also see that the selected row has been removed from the grid, which means that the row has been deleted. Click OK on the confirmation message and repeat the steps for any other row and separately for the non-academic activity type as required. Click on the clear button to clear the screen. Thank you for watching this video.